I forced my purpose to reveal itself to me. Do you want to know how? At first, I was limiting distractions because you have to be able to listen to yourself in the first place. Because you can only find its answer within yourself, and the more distracted we are, the harder it is to listen. Maybe you have an elegant way to calm your nervous system, you do meditation or something like that. Or you do it like me, like a meathead, and force your purpose to reveal itself to you. I did this by walking almost 2,000 kilometers through Europe and through several countries. I lived in a forest for several months, and I flew to South America to participate in ayahuasca ceremonies. In all of those self-searching trips, I always tried to figure out what my purpose is, and it worked. This is the caveman style, but it works, You just have to get into the spiritual journeys, and because your purpose is something spiritual. In this video, I'm going to share what I learned, and I hope it will help you to find your purpose as well. And by the way, hello, I'm David, and welcome to my channel. So at first, I was following my intuition. Even if it seemed crazy, actually, especially if it seemed crazy, because that was my higher self guiding me towards my greater purpose, towards the challenges necessary for me in order to develop the person that I have to become in order to fulfill my purpose. To develop this strength, it oftentimes happens through pain. And especially if I have had to relearn the same lessons over and over again. So I asked myself, what is life trying to teach you here? And I knew you better reflect on it, because next time the challenge will come up again, but in a way harder way. And I think that's true for all of us, because to me it seems like a script we all experience. Yes, a little bit unique for every human, but still similar. So this is just another example where we are all connected. Another similar script we all experience shows itself in the resistance we carry within us. This resistance that makes us procrastinate or perfectionistic, or is just lowering our self-worth. It has the same strategies within every one of us to hold us back from living our purpose or finding our purpose, and to keep us small. This resistance is blowing up our ego, and it wants us to take the safe and comfortable road, which almost always ends up in frustration. The resistance tries to make us feel like aliens and that no one can understand us. So it isolates us. But that's wrong. We all experience the same. The victim mentality, though, will make it easy for the resistance to control you and to hold you back from living and finding and fulfilling your purpose. And it pushes you towards the normal and safe path. And I personally don't know anybody who really seems fulfilled who took that path. Know this: all pain, pressure, and resistance you experienced is preparing you to become strong enough to eventually being the person you need to be to fulfill your purpose. I think our instinct and our subconscious mind knows best. That's why I tried out a lot of different things, physically, mentally, spiritually. And I definitely found out a lot of things that I don't want to do. But I learned that I have to take my interests seriously. No one knows where your interests are coming from, but they're not there by accident. Your interests are what guides you towards your purpose. And on an even higher level than our interests is our excitement. And I think when you follow your intuition, your excitement, you have a really good chance to find your purpose. Or you realize that's not it and you let it go. In my life, that has been the exact moment when I let go of stand-up comedy, when my purpose then revealed itself to me. Then I think it is very important to have a vision, and to differentiate between ego and heart wishes whenever we strive towards a goal in our life. I try to follow my heart rather than my head, because I think ego wishes usually end up in a dead end or a midlife crisis or whatever. Just being focused on money, for example. But when you have crafted a deeper vision for yourself, how you can be of the greatest service to humanity with your unique personality, money will come as a byproduct, automatically, and way more than you can imagine. I think it's always a good idea to look at your goals and ask yourself, in what state have I been when I made that decision? Have I been very confused, or was it a period of clarity? Have I been pressured, or have I been lighthearted? Is my life what I'm striving for? Am I acting out of desire? Or is there a greater service to humanity attached to it? A deeper sense, a deeper truth, a deeper vision? Because that's what makes you get out of bed in the morning when you get depressed or in a pain that is unbearable, which is going to happen eventually. A vision is your true motivational force, your driver, a reason for you to take responsibility for everything in your life and to take ownership into your own hands. That is true freedom, and I believe wholeheartedly that this is the way to personal fulfillment. I don't think a superficial goal will do the same for you. In fact, it will actually make you a worse person. The longer you strive for a goal like this, and the more decisions you take, and the more you align yourself to a path like this, the worse it is for you emotionally and socially. And you might achieve money and seem successful to others, but as the great Tony Robbins said, there is no greater failure than success without fulfillment. And the third point on my list is finish the things you started, so you can let them go if necessary and attract something new. You know, we have a relationship with our goals, and when we don't finish them, we are damaging ourselves in a way. Jordan Peterson, a professor of psychology, once said, "You're only allowed to switch your goal if you exchange it with something equally difficult." Sure, if there's no other way, then switch, but closure would be preferred, obviously. That's why I decided to finally finish cutting my movie after a year of procrastination. The movie is about my time living in the forest, and it's the first video on this channel here. It took about a month to cut that movie, and during this month I had a moment of clarity which made me drop stand-up comedy, to let it go. And that was a crazy decision because now I was in a desert and I didn't have anything. You know, I even moved to a new city where I don't know anybody to do stand-up. And the problem was now I really had nothing. But when you let go, you know, the magic of life unfolds itself. And really on the next day after I decided to let go of comedy, this new path opened up for me. And the crazy thing is it is even connected with YouTube. Sometimes really the best way forward is to pause and take a step back. Thanks to that, I now feel that I arrived at the exact right place in my life. I say it all the time, the more we let go, the more we can receive. So let go and let your life's magic unfold itself. The more you hold on to any form of resistance, such as insecurity, trust issues, whatever it is, the more limited your experience in this reality will be. Because you constantly interfere with the natural flow of things. You have to be aware that every unserving belief and attachment you hold is keeping you back from finding your purpose. So frame it as what it is. Just bullshit that's in the way. So don't be afraid to start over. We have to let go in order to receive something new. The moment you step on the right path, everything will feel effortless. And when you are there, you will know. Because something deeper in you is now in alignment. And if you're interested how the Japanese philosophy of Ikigai can help you to find your purpose, you can click here. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.